Good morning, how's it going? Not good morning, just hello. Let's get this video for the Frog Queen done finally. Hey guys, how's it going? So, I wanted to do the video for the Frog Queen today. I've been thinking about it a lot, and I don't really have like very many covers. Like, everyone's been showing off all these really nice books, like, you know, like first appearance of Deadpool and all that kind of stuff. I don't really have books like that. I think maybe the nicest modern book I've got is that Detective Comics 880, the Jock cover. I think that's pretty much the nicest kind of modern book I have. I've got the Nightwing, first appearance of Nightwing, Tales of the Teen Titans, 44, whatever. I don't even think that counts as going into the as going in, because I think it was 86 you've got to stop. I can't even remember when that one is. Anyway, I'm literally just waffling on now, so let's go and start this 10 best books. So what I wanted to start with was The Bulletproof Coffin, David Hein and Shaky Kane. I love this series. It's 2 volumes of 6, and Shaky Kane's just the master. And he just captures the whole mood of this book so well. I just want to flick through the covers, I guess. This is such a great series. I think the first volume's a lot nicer than the second. Some of these have got spine ticks. I think I ended up picking, this one. You can see there's a sticker tear on there. I ended up picking these up out of 50-cent bins, 50-pence bins. That's nice. That's supposed to be them, I think. That's funny. Volume 2, Disinterred. That's a really good issue. 3, 4, 5, and 6. I just want to highlight issue 4 in particular, because this issue of Bulletproof Coffin Disinterred number 4 is just panels, and obviously it's just panels, it's a comic, but they can be read in any order, taken in any order, and they actually tell you to cut this book up, and so you can sift through the panels. There you go, look. But obviously you don't want to do that. There's a website called The Endless Coffin. I think I've mentioned this before. The Endless Coffin, that just puts a random one up on the screen so you can read it, and it just, it continues for eternity. So check out Endless Coffin, check out Bulletproof Coffin. I think we're getting a one-shot. Frog Queen, I'll tell you, it's coming up soon anyway. So that was number 10, or number 1, whatever. These are in no order, by the way, absolutely no order. Second one is Oeming's Victories. This is the mini-series, the 5-issue mini-series. Artist on Powers, amongst other things. I love when people make their own superhero teams. Jupiter's Legacy, Jupiter's Circle, Astro City, things like that. I just love new superhero teams, and Victories is one of them. This is Faust. There's a few good characters. Faust. In fact, the whole series is about him. The whole mini-series. That's a great cover. So yeah, I would recommend this also. The Victories, 1 to 5 issue miniseries, and then a 15 issue, I think it is, maxi series, and that's all he's done. That's all I'm aware of him doing. I wanted to put Alan Moore in here, and I was thinking about it, and there was Providence has just finished. That could have gone in along with Neonomicon and Courtyard, but I decided to go for Fashion Beast. I don't think many people will know this one, or if they have, they may not have read it. I actually really like this series. You sometimes forget why you love people, and then they do something and it reminds you. And this was one of those times for me. Alan Moore and Malcolm McLaren, bizarrely. I don't know if Malcolm McLaren really had anything to do with it, other than you gave him an idea. That's a great cover. Oh, that's a That's a wraparound. Obviously it's on Avatar, so there's about 50,000 covers for every book. So you just kind of get what you're given. I think this is Haute Couture cover. It's like, just give me a break. I think this is another wraparound, yeah. In fact, I'm not showing you the back of that because it gives away part of the story. And number 10. 10 issues. Highly recommend that one. If you're into Alan Moore, I think maybe if you're not an Alan Moore fan, I would start on something else. I wouldn't read this. Okay, so that's 3 or 7, whatever. I had to have a Batman story, and there's so many good Batman stories, even modern ones. I honestly think this might have been the best thing that Snyder and Capullo did, and this is Death of the Family. I honestly don't rate the Court of Owls storylines at all. They're not that great, I don't think, but this is fantastic. This as a self-contained story is amazing. 0 Years pretty much up there as well, but I think this one just pips it. I just love the opening scene with the Joker and the EMPs when he's just turning the lights off in the police station, and whenever he turns them back on, there's another police officer on the ground with his neck broken. Gordon's just losing his mind, obviously. So anyway, that's number 4. Batman, Death of the Family. I've been thinking I'm gonna put, like, in my head right now, I'm editing in like numbers and stuff, but I honestly have no idea how I'm gonna do it, so they might not even be in here. It might just flash over to my face and say like number 6. Number 6. We'll see. Starman. This is number 4, 5? I don't know. Starman. This is like 81 issues or something like that. Oh, sorry. Batman runs from New 52. I think it's 16 to 20. 16 to 21, something like that. In fact, that can't be right because 13 to 17 for Death of the Family. Starman, there's 80 issues, including an issue 0, and a couple of like annuals and various offshoots and stuff like that. But Starman is an amazing series. I just can't get enough of it. This Von Grawbagger, he's awesome. Tony Harris is awesome. Steve Yowell does some issues. I've not got all 80 here, obviously. The Shade. There's a Shade miniseries, early 2000s, 12 issues. That's like a continuation of this. You just don't... I don't know. Stuff just doesn't seem as successful as this anymore. Things like Y the Last Man and that kind of thing would probably be on a par with stuff like this. You don't hear a lot of people talking about this, actually. And what's that, issue 10? That's quite nice, pulled the first 10. So, Starman. James Robinson. I had to pull this one. It's one of my favourite stories of all... that's a bit bold, but... It was one of the first series I was collecting, long-form series. There's 40 issues for Lemire's Sweet Tooth. And he's just come on so far since then. He seems to be writing everything just now, and I don't know if it's good or bad. I really just try and pick up his stuff that he draws as well. So I'm picking up After Death, Royal City. I was getting Descender, but it was just like, I just didn't see... Like, I didn't see the end game, so I wasn't too bothered about it, so I think I gave up after the second arc. Oh, it's something on the camera. Anyway, Sweet Tooth, Gus, like a post-apocalyptic storyline. They're mutants, I would say. Basically, everybody's started dying, like zombie style, and it all seems to stem from the beginning of these mutants being born, like animal hybrids. And they don't necessarily have powers or anything, they're just half animal. Or as in Gus's case, he's just got weird ears and weird antlers. He's got no like other powers apart from that. And the story between him and Mr. Jeopard is just fantastic. And this is really, I don't know, this might be one of the first kind of big books that Lemire did. And you can see him, he's just honing his craft. He's doing little standalone issues, and he's just getting to do basically what he wants, and this kind of comes from a time when Vertigo were at the top of their game. You don't even see Vertigo books anymore. In fact, the last book I saw from Vertigo was Lost Boys, like some shitty franchise book, whatever. So, down with Vertigo. But yeah, 40 issues, if you can get that, it's definitely worth a read. The Multiversity by Grant Morrison. This was one of the books that we waited for years and years. There was just talks of it. This and his Wonder Woman storyline, and his Wonder Woman storyline was piss poor, if I'm honest. There was really nothing much to it. But this, we were expecting some like interlocking, interconnecting, mind fucking story. But instead what he came out with was this like love letter to the DCU almost, stuck in between these two framing stories called Multiversity. So Multiversity 1, Society of Superheroes, has got Dr. Fate, the Immortal Man. So this is set on a specific Earth 20. The Multiversity, the Just. So this is like superhero children, like the children of superheroes then. God, I haven't read this for ages. I need to read this again. Anyway, that's the second one, or third one if you count Multiversity number 1. Pax Americana. This is a great book. This is the Charlton world, so it's kind of Grant Morrison's Watchmen, and it's really, really cool. Him and Quitely. There's Question. Obviously, full Rorschach. And Quitely's just awesome. Try and see if I can find some cool panels here. There's This is a fantastic story. If you see these, there's 9 books probably. Thunderworld Adventure, Captain Marvel, Shazam, whatever you want to call him. This is a great book as well. This is Cameron Stewart. Cameron Stewart, is that his name? Yeah, and Fairbairn. They did a lot of work on his Batman run, Batman Incorporated. And I'm just trying to find some panels because they really capture like the essence of Shazam. It's like a really nice Silver Age, bright kind of story and art. It's just awesome. But you can see what I mean, as it's like a love letter to the DCU. The Multiversity Guidebook. So this one it's got Kamandi, a Kamandi story, and then it goes through all 52 Earths and tells you what's going on in each planet, if you see what I mean, or each multiverse. There we go. Probably the weirdest one. No, it's not even. This is Masterman. This is like Uberman and all that kind of crap, but it's got the greatest opening panel of any comic ever, and I bet you can't beat this. I just won't say anymore. And then the final issue of the Multiversity is, what's it called? Ultra Comics. You can save the world, and it's you. Like, they're pointing at you. That's the thing, and through the whole series, they are they're reading other books. Like, I'm not explaining it very well. How Gary Leach Miracle Man is that awesome. Yeah, they're reading the other books in the series, if you see what I mean. I'm trying to find an example. He's reading it right there. You can't really tell though, but he's reading one of the other stories. I'm not explaining this very well, but I mean, it's definitely worth a read. Some of these characters here show up in other Grant Morrison work. He's got a very good knowledge of the backstory of the DCU, so he's very good at using all the characters. And then this is Multiversity number 2. which finishes it up. Ties it into itself, if you see what I mean. Captain Carrot plays quite a big part in these, and he's a baller. I really expected a Captain Carrot mini series after this, but it didn't happen. Anyway, I'll just leave you with that. Multiversity. Wild's End by What's-His-Face and What's-His-Face, Dan Abnett and Colbard. This is a fantastic book. War of the Worlds meets Animals of Farthingwood. That's all I can explain it by. Two seasons of 6, 2 series of 6. I'm expecting a third series, but we just never know. But this is just so well done. It's War of the Worlds happening in a village full of animals, basically. And it's amazing. They're like, yeah, these like steampunk streetlights that just walk around frying everybody. And they fry all the pigs and everybody starts throwing up because it smells so good. And they're ashamed. But anyway, Wild's End. The second series is called The Enemy Within. Okay, next is Serenity. Just in general, Serenity. Such a good series taken away from the show and the movie. There's a lot of it, but it's all pretty much all in trades now. There's a few like free comic book days even. And yeah, Serenity's just awesome. Last series is just finished. No power in the verse. So we're just waiting to see what happens next. I was expecting a free comic book day for Serenity this year, but it doesn't look like we're getting one. But I can't recommend Serenity enough. Anything that says Serenity on it, buy it. Finally, these are in no particular order, but this probably is one of my favourite books. It's Stray Bullets. I maybe should have done this one earlier on. This was just at the bottom of the pile. It's Stray Bullets, man. Just buy the bloody book. Buy it. The Uber Alice of Stray Bullets. It costs like $30, $40, and it's the first 41 issues. It's like a massive, one of those compendiums that The Walking Dead's printed in. It's like that, and it's got the whole first series, and you just can't argue with it. You cannot argue with Stray Bullets. You don't really understand until you read it. I've lent this to countless people, and the first thing they say to me is, have you got any more? And the answer is always, yes, I've got too much, if anything. So, Stray Bullets, Stray Bullets, Stray Bullets. Okay, guys, so that was it. Probably this whole pile of books I've shown is probably not worth, you know, one of the books that other people are showing in this tag, but, you know, this is what I enjoy reading. I'm not really a cover collector, a key collector, I guess. So this is what I collect. This is what I'm showing you. Incidentally, though, when I was looking through my boxes, I found this. I forgot I had it. This is the Fantastic Four Annual number 3. It's got a bit of pen on it. But this is A Wedding of Reed and Sue. This is an awesome book. If you can pick up one of these, The Wedding's a fantastic story. Yeah, it's just awesome. I don't really want to say much more, but yeah, go pick that up. Finally, I picked up a copy of Rubber Soul. Mono. It's a bit beaten up, but the record plays beautifully. I'm just so happy to have this. It's got In My Life, Run For Your Life, What Goes On. I think like they're 3 of my favourite Beatles songs. So, fantastic. Hopefully this time next week I'll be holding a copy of Revolver, so let's wait and see. But anyway, guys, Rubber Soul. Oh shit, I forgot to tag people. So I'm going to tag my boys in the Hall of Justice. We're going to go... Mr. Rig's already been tagged, and I think he might have already done the video. So, not you, Rig. We're going to go for Davis Comic Finds, So Comics, Tat Comics, AG Surfer, Amazing Murphinator, The Doom, and Mr. Freddy's. If you guys... I don't know if you guys have done it, but... And obviously you don't have to do what I did, show your fancy books. Or do what I did, I don't care, it doesn't make any difference to me. Anyway guys, that's everything for this week, so we'll see you for the next one. I've just been playing Skyrim in my pants all day, so I'm away back to do that now.